Holly Simoni here for Spellbinders Paper Arts, and today I'm going to show you how to create this gratitude journal. Okay, to get started with our gratitude journal, I bought a composition notebook at the dollar store, and it was actually $1. I laid it on 2 different pieces of pattern paper, traced around the edges, and cut it out, and then adhered those to the front and the back. And so that part goes really quickly. Next, I got my grand labels large, and I used the largest size of that, laid it on a piece of gradient colored pattern paper and cut and embossed. One of the nice things about Spellbinders die templates is you can see through them, and so you can kind of place it wherever you'd like on your pattern paper and get that certain piece cut and embossed. I used the next size of my grand labels large and cut out a piece of burgundy pattern paper and embossed that as well. These are going to layer on top of each other to be the start of our embellishment for the front of our gratitude journal. Now I wanted to show you how I created this pattern on the front of my grand labels large die cut. I used 2 different Edgeabilities sets. The first one is Classic Triple Scallop, and this is a decorative insert out of that set. I started with the center of it and used a couple pieces of repositionable tape, taped that, and I just cut. And then I moved it to the right and up just a little bit and positioned that and cut that also, then moved to the left and did that as well. And then I took a decorative insert from the Classic Petal set and I did 1 cut on the right and then moved that over to the left and did 1 cut. And so you could really mix and match a lot of different Edgeabilities set to get lots of different patterns on the front. The next thing I did was I used some Just Right cling stamps. This is Autumn's Labels 22, and I stamped the Thanksgiving sentiments, and they also did the Count Your Blessings. This one I trimmed around and inked the edges. This one actually goes really nicely with the Labels 22, and I used some repositionable tape again, and I went ahead and cut and embossed that. So that's how we got our sentiments. Then the last thing I wanted to show you was how I made the strip that goes down the center. Now the nice thing about Edgeabilities is that you can really create an edge as long as you want. You don't have to just stick with the 8 inches here. So how you do that is you go ahead and adhere the die template to the pattern paper with repositionable tape, and you go ahead and cut, and then you just move it down and line it up and use your tape again and then send it through again. And I did that on both sides. You can really do it any length that you want. It would be really fun to use on 12-inch pattern paper. And so that's how I got that look. So basically I adhered all the elements together, and then I used a little bit of black ribbon, and we used some 3D foam squares, and we're just going to kind of layer this. And I used my strip right there, then I used my grand labels large and adhered those together, and my ribbon, and my sentiment, and the Count Your Blessings. Now you really could section off your gratitude journal if you want, have different sections for different family members. Really kind of the sky's the limit. And that's all there is to creating this gratitude journal. We layered it all together, added some ribbon and some bits of bling, and there you have it. Thanks so much for joining me today.